Hello, Sliders fans, and Merry Christmas. These are the 12 slides of Christmas, and this current installment is The Ghost of Fandom Entanglement Christmas Past. We are today reviewing Season 3, Episode 12 of Sliders, Season's Greetings. My name is Mike Bloxham, and I'm here with my co-host, Damon Sugamelli.
Hello, everybody.
And we're welcoming two other co-hosts from Fandom Entanglement. We've got MJ Cogburn and Brian Green joining us today.
Reunited!
Hi, guys.
Yay! We're all back again. Yeah.
What's it been, a year
time.
at least?
I know. I came up with this crazy idea, and I'm like, let's just have all four of us come back again as if we were doing Quantum Leap, except we're not doing Quantum Leap. We're doing Sliders, but...
But there's a Quantum Leap person in this episode.
That's true.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Yes.
So I guess Sliders people may not be as familiar with who Brian and MJ are, so I guess we kind of need to go through that, right? I guess start with you, Brian.
What am I starting with?
Yeah,
Brian runs Quantum Leap.
Tell us who you are.
Alice plays Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
Yes, I am Brian Green from Alice Plays Quantum Leap fan site. That's about it.
Okay, MJ.
I'm MJ Cogburn. I run the virtual seasons over at Alice Place, as well as Quantum Retribution and the audio files, and also run Darker Projects. So I'm a little busy.
Yep.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. Brian was originally going to join us when we first started Sliders, and you watched the first episode. You're like, "No, I'm good."
It's
Because you never saw it.
So true.
But you were willing to do this. I hope that you like this better than the pilot.
Yeah, I did. I did like this one a lot better.
Oh, all right, good. And MJ, you have seen it, Sliders, before. You were pretty somewhat familiar with it, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We watched it when it first came out.
Nice.
Yeah, I know we're kind of at the point in season 3 where it starts to get pretty bad, but this was a decent one, I thought. Like, this is like the midpoint where it's not too bad, as we've said before. All right.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
This is Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber.
Christmas
Time
episode,
for
right?
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah.
Get down.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Hey, I got another little guest. How about that?
There you go.
All right. Do you each have your best Sliders whisper?
Our what?
Your best. You know, in the beginning, how they do Sliders, and they do the whisper at the beginning of the episode. You guys have your best whisper.
I noticed that.
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
All right, you guys don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Sorry.
All right, you don't have to do it. We don't want it.
I didn't know if that was part of it or what.
Oh yeah. They do. Yeah, that's like pretty much like the way they open the episodes. Although some of them don't open that way, but usually most of the time they do. That's
Okay.
Season 3 is John Rhys Davies doing the whisper. So.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him. All right, me and Mike have done this at least once before, so we'll talk about it a little bit and get Brian and MJ's thoughts. So you want to take us through it again, Mike?
Yep, here we go.
All right.
So, again, Season's Greetings, original air date December 20, 1996. And description from the DVD says, on a world where people are enticed by consumerism and giant malls in the sky, the Sliders get jobs as mall employees in order to find the mother of an abandoned child. Arturo is a reluctant Santa. Rembrandt and Wade are his elves, while Quinn gets an administrative job. Meanwhile, Wade faces some strong emotions when she meets her sister and father. We have our regular cast of Jerry O'Connell as Quinn, Sabrina Lloyd as Wade, Clement Derricks as Rembrandt, and John Rhys Davies as Arturo. And guest stars, we've done the deep dive already, but we'll go through it again. We have probably the most well-known person in the episode, Chase Masterson as Kelly Wells. The obvious Star Trek connection there being she was Lita in seasons 3 through 7 of Deep Space Nine.
Yep.
We have Neil Roberts as Ted Burnson. He appeared in the season 4 finale of Babylon 5 as Brother Michael. Alan Williams as Don Wells, and I didn't find much else about his career, but unfortunately it was his only appearance on Sliders. I personally felt he did a great job as Wade's father, very believable.
Yep.
And here's our Quantum Leap connection. We got Stuart Fratkin as the instructor. He was in the season 2 episode Animal Frat.
Yep.
And we had a discussion about this last time. Damon put in that he played Styles in Teen Wolf 2.
Yeah, here's a recast. Yeah. Which I did not like that movie all that much, but
and I've never seen it, so
it's Jason Bateman instead of Michael J. Fox. He's his cousin, and he's also a teen wolf, which is why it's Teen Wolf 2. But that was back when they did the also TO. I know he must have been in some other stuff. That's what is off the top of my head. I don't know if you guys have noticed him in anything else, or I don't know. Yeah, feel free to add whatever if you know. Feel free to add anything. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And rounding out the guest stars, we have Jacqueline Obradors as Carol. And then we have co-starring Jodie Curtis as Ginny, Paul Messenger as Priest, Sean Flynn Amir as Jason, and we talked about this a little bit last time too. His biggest role was on some show called Zoe 101. I've never heard of it, but I guess it went for 4 seasons on Nickelodeon. But interesting tidbit, he is the grandson of Errol Flynn, who was a famous film actor in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And finally, we have Nicholas Keelahan as kid number 2.
Kid number 2.
Sorry, were you going to say something, MJ?
No, I just said that Errol Flynn was really famous.
Yes, yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Super famous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This episode was written by Eleah Horwitz. I hope I'm saying her name right.
I think so.
And directed by Richard Compton. And as designated by Earth Prime, the worlds visited included Pygmy World, which is where they came from off camera, and Ball World.
Ball World, yeah. All right, so me and Mike already have our first impressions of this episode, so which one of you wants to go first with what you thought watching it?
The very first line of Wade saying, I didn't know that smiling was my way of saying that I would have his children. If that's the case,
yeah.
Don't smile at everybody.
Yeah. What'd you think overall of the episode, though, MJ?
I liked it. It made me cry at the end. Just like little happy tears, but still. It was a good episode.
Aw. All right, Brian. What do you think?
I like the episode. Not seeing the rest of the episodes, this was interesting to try to catch up on. Like when they jump out of the vortex, there's arrows and things following them, and I didn't know if that was like from the previous episode. And then I kind of went back and looked in order, and it didn't seem to be. So that was
Nope.
curious. And then, of course, the baby gets left with them, and they have to go to the Cloud City, which the imagery of the Cloud City was kind of cool, for the time period that this was filmed in. And I recognized the elevator or the escalator, and I'm almost 100% positive that was probably filmed at Universal Studios in Hollywood, if I'm right about that,
Mm-hmm.
because I've been on it.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were there in 2009 with MJ and Mike, so that was cool. The rest of the episode was pretty good. I recognized, of course, Stuart Fratkin from Quantum Leap, and that was a neat little thing to see. And I like the heartfelt story with the character's name escaped the girl with her father. That was kind of neat. And I didn't know if they had been on other episodes before or not, but it was kind of neat to see that. And kind of like MJ was, heartwarming at the end. So I did enjoy the episode.
Nice. Yeah. All right. So, Mike, we'll kind of go through it again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Brian just mentioned they come out of the vortex and there's arrows chasing after them. But the first thing they kind of see is a nativity scene, and Quinn remarks that they must have lost track of time on Jungle World, as he called it, when they see that it's nearly Christmas. But before this, I hadn't really thought before about how they would keep track of the calendar, how they would know what time of year it is or what the day even is, because it's supposed to be the same day, same year, just different dimension. So yeah, just something that would be kind of woven into the fabric of the series that I never had really pondered before.
Yeah. I'll add Brian that no, they don't really connect the episodes to each other. They usually, sometimes they end when they go into like some other world or something, but we don't really, for the most part, we do not see that happen again. In fact, sometimes they've taken people to other worlds and then they conveniently disappear by the next episode. We have no idea where they are, what happened to them. So it's not like Quantum Leap in that sense, but they tried to.
Quantum Leap had a problem doing that too, occasionally.
Yeah.
So.
We'll mention again, the one little continuity nod is that Arturo's mentioning that he delivered a baby like this not too long ago, which we've said this before also, but this was The Prince of Slides, which was 2 episodes back, which was also written by the same writer, Eleah Horwitz. It was the episode where they tried to be like Quantum Leap, where Rembrandt got pregnant and basically had to deliver a baby.
So yeah, anyway, the baby's mother escapes on an employee shuttle for the Sky High Plaza, at which point they also learn they're only here for 2 days, and they only have those 2 days to find the mother and rescue the baby from going to an orphanage. So you've got a deadline, we've got some peril possibly for the baby. So it's kind of a good plot point to launch into the episode, I thought.
Yeah. And I said it before too, that it reminded me a little bit of Cloud City from The Empire Strikes Back, the imagery. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but this was the one weird part of the episode for me. Was everything else kind of worked. I'm just not sure if this worked for Sliders, but it is what it is. They're trying something different.
I guess I didn't catch all the nuances of the whole Sky High Mall or in what they were trying to go for. But I was just like, I thought it was just really interesting how everybody was like, it was all Christmassy and it was just kind of thrown in your face all the time.
Yeah.
So, but then when you get into the episode, then you're like, oh, well, okay, got it. Now I understand why. So
Yeah, I thought it was funny when Quinn was because they couldn't pay for their food, and then Quinn was like, they're
cash is
talking.
king, man. Cash is king.
And Quinn's just making sure he steals that French fry before they take the food away.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Yeah, and I do, and then Chase Masterson shows up as Wade's sister Wells, which we did never see. We haven't seen her before. She was briefly mentioned, I think, in the previous episode, Mike. Right?
That's right.
State of the art.
Yeah.
I think they mentioned her for the first time by name. Although we
By
did know
name.
we did know that she had a sister. We never actually heard her name before.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. I think she's perfect casting for Wade. For Wade's sister, I should say.
They almost look identical.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I loved her on Deep Space Nine. I thought she was great in that. I know she has to have done other things too, but I always liked her as an actress.
I guess they decided that they didn't need to splurge on a new outfit for her because she had on the same outfit for 2 days.
She did. That's right.
Good point.
That's right.
Maybe they did all of her filming in one day.
Yeah, perhaps.
Maybe.
Oh, good catch, MJ.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
She was always in that red short skirt.
Well, they they get into it and get hired, and they're told they get $200 a week salary. $100 has to be spent on housing. $80 to be spent anywhere else, and they only get $20 for savings. So not only is it over the top consumerism, it's like you're living in a corporate dictatorship, telling you how to spend all your money, which is pretty wild. But I guess that's how they're trapping people in this Sky City, Sky High, whatever place.
Yeah, because as soon as you start buying things, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Because you're paying way too much for the stuff that they're selling. So, yeah.
Well, it's kind of like, I mean, this is kind of the theme of the episode where it's people going into debt because they simply can't afford what they're buying, and this is how the credit companies get you too. It's just like that's how they get you around Christmas. It's like just buy, and before you know it, you're in debt. So it's just and then Rembrandt singing.
Although yes, Rembrandt's new lyrics for the Christmas carols is pretty good. He bought into the consumerism pretty much right away.
Yeah.
I should go back and watch it again. I haven't watched it a second time yet, but
okay. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, and I do like Arturo dressed up as Santa because it just makes sense that they would have to get John Rhys Davies to dress up as jolly old Saint Nick at some point during Christmas episode. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Arturo has given his lecture to the first child on his lap, telling him he should be thankful for what he already has.
Greedy.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to tell him stories about the greedy little children, and that's where he's like, "What a buzzkill!" That's what, what you were saying. Yeah, it's just the way this whole thing is with this is where we start to notice too that Rembrandt is really starting to be drawn in by the ads. I think, like he's starting to, right?
I even wrote down in my notes, why is he so? I mean, I remember when I was a little girl, I would run in and watch the commercials. Who cares about the television show? Well, I was 7, who knows?
Right.
But why was he so getting involved and getting mad at other people about it? So I actually wrote in my notes, what's with the advertising? Something's going on with that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
It's just wild how people are getting sucked into working for them in the first place. I guess they don't know what they're getting themselves into. Because Carol explains that they have to work till their debt is paid off, and she's got to wear those bracelets to keep you from escaping. You have to stay in your zone. But amidst all this, Quinn comes back after first he was dressed up as an elf, and then he disappears for a while with Kelly, and he comes back dressed in a suit, and just wondering how he got promoted to middle management so quickly, and what happened in Kelly's office, we don't know. It's kind of awkward being Wade's sister.
Yeah. I might as well give you a little bit of context, Brian. That they've had this on again, not really on again, off again thing, but early on. Well, I think you noticed it when you watched the pilot that it was like Quinn was kind of oblivious to Wade's advances, sort of, and they explored it a
Right.
little bit early on, but for the most part, they've dropped it. So
Yeah.
this also seemed kind of odd that like she's like he's almost getting it on with her sister. Like, what's this about? I know she's attractive, but still. Yeah.
Well, and MJ was saying how she was having some happy tears at the end. I was getting some emotions during this episode, shall we say. I choked up a little bit when Wade hears the story about her would-be mother on this earth dying during childbirth with the double. Pretty depressing change for her family of this world.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why Kelly got so kind of cash hungry and cold. Maybe because she didn't have her mother and
I think so.
sister in her life.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Because she was totally different at the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, once she finally realized that, like I had this sister that I never knew, and I mean there were other things that went into play in it too, but yeah, I guess she just was realizing that she was taking her family for granted a bit, so with her father and everything.
Right.
I thought it was really interesting how they brought up traditions, and Quinn was talking about the tree that his dad would bring home that was usually the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And she's like, who's Charlie Brown?
Oh, I forgot about
What
that.
world
Yeah.
does it have Charlie Brown?
Yeah.
Not a world I want to grow up on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but
that was pretty
I
funny.
was thinking traditions are important because everybody's family has a certain way of doing things, and when somebody comes in and messes it all up, you're kind of like going, well, okay, now I gotta do something different.
Yeah. Well, that was also I'm not even sure if we brought it up in the other episode we did, Mike, but when her father came up to her, was inviting her to dinner, and first of all, the reaction Wade had to was like, huh, and she was like so scared because it was like she was trying to avoid him, but he said something about, did I make a mean, what was it? He had like some kind of dish that he made, which was
Texas chili.
Yeah.
Texas chili. That was like it for her. She's like, like, because you could tell she's like, she knows exactly what that is.
Yep,
And
she knows.
like,
she knew exactly what it was.
That's her tradition. That's her tradition. Yeah, I would imagine that sounds pretty good. I mean, I'm.
All right. You haven't had my chili yet, so.
Oh.
It's pretty damn good. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, and you are in Texas, so it would be Texas.
I am in Texas.
Yeah, I know.
It would be Texas chili.
Yes, MJ's in Texas.
I guess after that, we have Arturo looking for carols. He gets a list of carols from Quinn, I believe. All 42 of them who live in the area, in all, I guess. And finally found her on the 38th try. I thought that was pretty funny. But then it was at that point that I realized she's a Christmas Carol.
Right.
Yes.
Took me that long to get the joke.
Yeah. hmm
There was another joke that they used later that I was giggling at. But we're not there yet. So
Well, this is the part where he's where Arturo's basically talking to her and about the fact that she abandoned this baby, and then she's like, well, he's better off without me, and and all of this stuff. And then he gets into his backstory, which we never really got into that before, about that apparently he lost like most of his family in World War II. It was his aunts,
mhm.
right? He was staying with them, and then yeah,
He and his mom were staying at his aunt's,
mhm,
and then his aunts got shot down,
mhm.
and his mother covered him trying to protect him, and
Right,
she was also killed.
right. Yeah, I was.
And then he went into the orphanage waiting for his dad to come back from the war.
Yeah. hmm Yeah, and then he talked about that later in the episode too.
Yep.
That was like one of the best Christmases he had ever had, even when his father was just trying to give him like a little something, and it was like that was the best Christmas he had because his father was back, and yeah, kind of gets you.
Yeah.
Yep.
hmm
That was another part that,
hmm
got me a little choked up too, just having
hmm
some backstory about Arturo, which we really haven't had much of in the series.
Yeah. hmm
But just also that kind of tragic
hmm
uh
The
childhood
little
trauma that he was carrying with him.
hmm
a wooden car.
Yeah, he said it was a
Oh,
wooden
that's
It
what it
car.
was
was. Yeah.
blue. It was a blue wooden car.
Yeah.
hmm Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it was. Did we work this out the last time, Mike, with the alternate history? What we is like? Did we think that like I mean, obviously World War II still happened, but I remember saying that I found it was like a little convenient that that history is still intact. I mean, obviously it's got to be because of the story, but
Yeah.
Mhm,
Without rewatching the episode again, I thought offhand there was a comment about how it's been a couple decades at least where hyper consumerism has been kind of the norm.
mhm,
But I'd have to watch it again and listen carefully. But we're at the
uh,
point when I guess Wade's trying to hack into the computer, and that office we just saw in State of the Art.
Yeah.
state of
It's
the
the
art.
same like black marble walls and like black shiny surfaces. It's quite the office.
Oh
But
yeah,
they just used the set 2 episodes in a row, so it's
right. Yeah. It was good to seeing her hacking skills come back into play, which is something that we haven't really gotten much of in since the beginning of the show. So
yeah.
we've been seeing that come back.
And only
Um,
60 seconds to figure it out.
right,
Yes.
right. So yeah, so it's like Quinn's looking at her like, okay, I think you need to tell her like somehow she's not gonna think you're crazy. She's gonna know that you're telling the truth. And she's relaying that story about the boyfriend that she kissed and
Hmm.
Right.
I mean she's banking on a lot that the history is pretty similar too. So I mean it was vaguely
And
similar, but
she said that she didn't even kiss him, that he ran away before she could.
hmm but
So,
but she never told anybody that to begin with. So that was
right.
enough. That was enough to convince her with like 1 second to go. She stopped
Yeah.
security from coming in.
It was a little bit of a we'll call it a quantum leap moment there. Like, well, Sam will tell somebody something that no one else would know. It's like, how would you know that?
Uh-huh.
Because
Right.
I'm here to help you. Just
Right.
believe me. And then that gets the person over the whatever apprehension they have, and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
trust you implicitly with everything.
Yeah, and then they do realize that the because Rembrandt was really getting mad earlier about like, oh, I only have this many good like, oh, I like I only got 12 for Wade and 15 for the rest of you guys, and they're like, Remy, like you don't need to get us these gifts, and he's like, what? I'm not good enough or whatever. Like I forget what he was saying exactly, but we find out about the subliminal messaging. So
Mhm.
yeah,
we kind of get it now anyway.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
There's a
true.
little bit that's happening
Yeah,
with you can say something to someone in the confines of your home, and the
mhm.
next thing you know, you're getting the ads for it on Facebook.
That's a
That's
yes.
true.
I don't think I thought about that. Yeah, that's happened quite a few times with me. It's getting a little scary. Then I just
Mhm.
casual conversation. I'm like, wait, I just talked about this with my wife an hour ago. Now it's on my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I never thought about that. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's not subliminal. That's invasive.
Exactly.
It really is.
Yeah.
There is a quote that I found in that
Mhm.
episode that I really liked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's from the professor. He says, "Christmas is a time for miracles and faith."
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, that was a good line. Yeah, there were a few good lines in this episode. It's basically what happens now at the end, Mike. It was
Yeah.
that they so they find out the messaging and she has it on the floppy disk. We don't have those anymore. Floppy disks.
Speak for yourself. I've got some around here somewhere.
I think I have a few on my
Yeah, I've
desk
got
here
some.
somewhere.
I have some that are in storage. I can't use them. I don't have anything. I don't have any way to access them.
Well, yeah, they tell I forget the big bag boss guy's name.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
British
Mm-hmm.
guy. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
he's British. He's got to be evil.
Oh, he was British.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was he not? Did he not have a British accent?
did he? I don't remember.
Are you,
Pretty sure he did.
Burson? That guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Burnson.
Ted
Yeah,
Burnson. Yeah.
yeah.
Did he have one?
I
She
I
don't
was
don't.
think
going.
he was British because he was saying that he was going to go up to a different state and she was going to follow him.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I just thought he had an accent.
So
But, it's
Okay.
been a
it's
couple
not
weeks
like
since I watched the episode.
it's not like your accent there, Mike.
No.
I was gonna harken back to where the professor is being his Saint Nick self, telling his stories to the kids, and they're talking. It's right before the guys come in to arrest them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're talking about uh the song, the 12 Days of Christmas,
Right.
and they're like, "Can you imagine?" Now my brain just
Four
left.
calling
4
birds. Yeah.
calling
Four
birds, 3
calling
French
birds.
hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Man, that guy's allergies are going to be horrible. And I thought,
Yeah.
that's, yeah,
Not to mention the swans and the geese.
yeah, and the lords
Yeah.
are leaping, and
I know. It's talking about, it's basically like just how ridiculous it all is with all of the gifts that everybody has to give, and it's just like, yeah, it's somewhere along the way the message of Christmas was lost, and it's just it became all about giving and giving instead of just being being
being
thankful for the
together.
right. Yes, yes.
Mhm.
And I think that was the overall message that they were trying to get across with this episode. And
I did think it was very interesting, though, that they were able to get rid of all the debt,
mm-hmm.
make sure that the little shocker collar things that they were wearing kind of vanished. Everything, by the time they went from the office down to the floor, all of that was just wiped out. It was all,
Yeah.
everything's
Yeah.
back to normal
Mm-hmm.
in a
Yeah,
20-minute
it was,
walk.
yeah, it was a bit of a maybe a little too simple of a solution.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah, but it 45-minute episode, and we got to get to the point.
Just a wee bit.
1996 technology. Wade just deleted the database, and
Yeah.
Right.
he had no backup.
Well, it's something about backups, but it's like we have the backups here or something, and we got rid of. I think something there, right? Yeah, but and then he does run away, and Quinn is the one that punches him out, right? And
Yep.
yeah,
Better to give than to receive. I remember that.
Yeah.
Then they sang Silent Night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very nice. And then having them at the end with Wade talking to her sister, and so I mentioned this too, that how did you guys feel that like, do you think that she should have told her father before she left, because she's never going to see him again, or I should say he's never going to see her again? So like he didn't have the knowledge that that's his daughter that died in childbirth. So I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I understand why, but
Well, it would be like having you get a child back in the blink of an eye, and then they're gone again. She was just trying to save him from that hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took it that way too.
You would rather find out like after the fact, like that was like, because I think she's gonna tell him. Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't want to know.
That's what I was leaning toward. Like, I mean, but she has to hold this, like, I mean, that's something that she's gonna carry with her for the rest of her life, though, on that world. So I guess she can't just keep it to herself. But I don't know. Just something I thought about.
I guess it kind of depends. Did she lose her father already?
Oh, and on Wade's Earth, on Earth Prime?
Yeah.
No, she did not. No. I don't think she lost her mom either. It was just, yeah.
No, she had both of her parents then.
And she had Kelly, yeah.
I don't see where she would carry that. Are you talking about Kelly?
I was talking about Kelly, yeah. I was talking about Kelly. Like, on that Earth, they're never gonna see her again. Yeah, because it's the sister that she never had. So I'm just thinking, like, even as a parent, like, we're all parents, so I'm just like, like wonder what that would be like, just to know, like, after the fact, of this person that I spent some time with was my child that I didn't know, and I wish I had had more time with her. I mean, they couldn't have more time with her because they had a set, time that they were there. They couldn't stay any longer, but
I think he knew.
Oh, you think so?
Yep.
He commented something about that she had his wife's eyes.
That's true.
Could be that thing where the parent that's why he invited her for the chili too.
And then he keeps going back to her and everything like that. But the thing is that I don't know if you guys noticed this at the very end when Kelly is taking a picture of all of them. He kisses her on the head right before she leaves. I think he knew.
Because the parent always knows.
A parent always knows, because you don't. I'm just assuming that neither one of you would kiss a woman on the back of her head, just on the top of her head, right as she's about to leave.
Unless you felt.
I mean, I've tried it a couple times, but it doesn't work out very well. 75-25% chance. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Leave it to Brian Green. Yep.
Yeah, unless you felt like a fatherly type. Yeah, it was a very that's a
Yeah.
good point. Yeah, I wouldn't just go up to say, even if I had only known them for like a day, it was like you have to be pretty feel like you know them like well enough to be able to do that. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I mean, it's basically the end of the episode, so like
So I have a question because I don't always watch sliders. It looks like, do they have to jump through? Can they not just walk through like, Stargate, or do they have to jump through the damn thing? It looked like every single one of them jumped like onto a bed or something.
Yeah.
So
I noticed at the beginning, there's a little thing. You can see their shadows before they exit the tunnel or whatever that is. And it's like you could see them getting ready to jump,
Oh,
and then they
man.
jump
yeah.
for like a split second.
Was it this one, Mike, or was it a more recent episode where at the end when Arturo jumped through, it looked like you could like John Rhys Davies was like jumping onto a mattress or something?
Oh, yeah. It looked like he was just kind of doing a belly flop.
that's what they all look like at the end. It's like,
You think they would come out just head first and have severe cranial damage all the time.
right.
They do always like jump through. Yeah, they never really walk. I mean, only one time. I mean, every so often they do, but they usually jump. They usually jump through.
I would like carefully go over it like a barbed wire fence,
Right.
Just get in there.
So here's the thing, too.
At least Stargate, you gotta just walk through.
But the vortex is only there for 60 seconds, so you got to get in there before it disappears.
Right.
So is it 48 hours every time, or does the time change?
The time changes each slide.
No, because I remember one time they had a week somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were on one world for like 6 weeks. That it was the one where the women were in charge and they had to get jobs.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there was one world they were there for 15 seconds, long enough to pick up a fire spirit. So
God, yeah. Oh, don't remind me. Oh no. Oh, don't remind me about that one. Oh. It's arbitrary, but the thing is, if they miss their window, which is only supposed to be open for 60 seconds, and there have been times where it's definitely open for at least 2.5 minutes.
Well, that one was open for quite a while because she was able to say goodbye and everything.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of times they take their time saying their goodbyes and whatever, and it's like, come on, we got to go.
Yeah.
But if they miss their window, they're stuck for 29.6 years until the window opens again. That's how they reconfigured it, because they're sliding randomly. They can't find their coordinates, so they have to meet that window, otherwise they're stuck because they fiddled with the timer too much and it malfunctioned. So that's what that's pretty much what the rules are. And we should mention it too. Did we say it the last time, Mike? Because they said this is the first time they were back in San Francisco, or was this not San Francisco? This was Los Angeles still. I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I don't know if it was mentioned, because they spent a little time at that church and then they were in the Sky High Plaza.
Yeah.
I think the church is in Los Angeles or nearby. It's called like the Glass Church or something like that. It's I didn't realize at first that it was enclosed. I thought it was just kind of an open air structure, but it actually is enclosed with glass. But
oh, I thought it was open air too. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, and it also used to be that they were in San Francisco pretty much for like the first 2 seasons, and then because they changed shooting locations, and to LA, because they used to shoot in Vancouver, which doubled as San Francisco for locations. But once they moved to Los Angeles, said, well, we have to come up with a reason for them to be in Los Angeles, so they changed the radius so that now it's like a 400-mile radius. So
Yeah.
they're not usually in San Francisco anymore.
So yeah, we don't know where they are. Somewhere in California.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if it's a glass church with a glass roof, like does somebody go up and clean the bird crap off the roof all the time? Are there birds like flying into it constantly? You think that would be a problem?
That's a big question.
This is the kind of stuff we missed when we were talking about Quantum Leap together.
Yeah.
Squirrels are just walking across midair. I mean, I think that would be freaky.
All right. Anything else we want to mention about the plot before we get into another segment, or are we done talking about it? I guess we are. Do we have any other memorable lines other than I don't remember. Did we have any the last time, Mike? I don't remember.
Just the Charlie Brown,
Oh, just
like
the
who's Charlie Brown,
thing,
which
yeah.
we already mentioned.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the better to give than receive,
Yeah,
Brian mentioned.
Mm-hmm. All right. So how do you guys? So Brian, MJ, how do you guys think this compares to like other Christmas stuff? Like, I mean, obviously, obviously we can go back to the Quantum Leap episode, but I mean, there's plenty of TV shows and movies that have done Christmas stuff. Like, how does this rate? Do you think? Like, is this one of the better ones, or?
I think it was pretty good. A lot of times when shows that you watch a lot do a Christmas episode, it gets a little cheesy, But this was kind of neat and a little something different. And I don't know, I like John Rhys Davies and his character talking to the kids was pretty cool for me.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it was a fairly good episode because every once in a while you need to hear that consumerism is not it's not what the season is about.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Yeah. Well, I always thought it was a cool play on the title too. Greedings. I mean, like, season's greetings.
Greedy.
Yeah.
Greedy.
Yeah. All right. What else did we do, Mike? Was that what everybody wants this outlet? I think that's what we said the last time, right? Like,
Yeah. If there's anything on your Christmas wish list.
Yeah. Anything you guys want this holiday season, since we're talking about the holidays? And
just for my family to all be together.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Looks like we're going to be welcoming in new people into our family soon.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Michael is getting married in August, and
oh, nice.
Megan has a potential. So,
oh, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
And Mason was already married last year, so we're doing good.
Oh, congratulations to them.
Thank you.
Many congrats.
Yeah. It came up off camera, Mike, but yeah, my sister is also getting married, and we're going to be, heading to Australia sometime in May for the wedding.
Wow.
So, yeah. So
we're actually going up to Rochester.
Oh, okay.
For Michael's wedding, so that's going to be interesting.
All right, we might as well get into our final thoughts and our ratings. Well, you have a new one, Mike, so.
Yeah, we'll let Brian and MJ go first.
Okay.
With their
doing what?
Well, it's a rating out of 10. Choose a silly object from the episode, and
is there anything you can think of from the episode, and out of 10, 10 being the best?
I would give this episode 8 calling birds out of 10.
8 calling birds. Was that the right one? Calling bird? 8. I don't think it was, but
No,
we'll
it's
go.
not the right
I
number,
know.
but
We'll go for it.
I
probably-
picked an object. Come on now.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
There's probably only like 4 left because they keep flying into the glass church. But anyway, I will give it. I've only seen 2 episodes, so I saw the pilot and then I saw this one. So it's got to be 10 subliminal message boards out of 10 compared to that first one. Boy.
Oh, I had the subliminal ads too. That's what I said the last time, but I don't know. Well, my rating I think had been it had to been 8 out of 10. So yeah, I said it the last time. Subliminal ads. You go, Mike. You have a new one.
I changed mine. Yeah, I'm giving it 35.7 carols out of 42, which is the equivalent of 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite 38 out of 42, but
Right. Well, this was a blast. Nice blast from the past. Having us all together again and just chatting, and we had some little technical blips, but I think we got through it.
Definitely.
Yeah. I guess just if you guys want to tell everybody where they can find you.
Go ahead, Brian.
Okay. You can find me at Al's Place Quantum Leap fan site. We're on Facebook, Reddit, Blue Sky, YouTube, all over the place. Just type Al's Place into Google. You'll find it.
Okay. MJ?
Well, since I'm associated with Brian's site, you can find me there too at Alice Place. /virtual seasons, quantum retribution, same thing, or at Darker Projects.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this has been one of the 12 Slides of Christmas. We're going to have some other surprises coming up with other guests, other episodes. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Share your opinions on the episode down below. We will do a roundup of comments in future videos. You can also visit our website at fandomentanglement.com, which is where you can find all of our past videos and links to the social media channels, including YouTube, Facebook, Blue Sky, and Mastodon. So, until next time, I'm Damon.
And I'm Mike.
MJ.
And I'm Brian.
And Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas
to all.
And to all, a good night.
Better to give than to receive.
That's right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.